What's happening, world? Quan here. Talked about it in group. I'm gonna bring it to you. Underrated, underrated topic. Protecting your recovery, protecting my recovery. Things I do to have a protection in place. Things I set in place to guide me and protect me along this journey of recovery. Because if you don't know, if you haven't got the gist, recovery's hard. Life's hard. Life with recovery is hard. Sobriety is hard. It's very hard. One of the hardest things I indulge myself in, one of the hardest things I ever do, probably the hardest things, is, man, I feel like getting sober, being ready to get sober, wanting to get sober, compared to staying sober, getting sober is easy, man. At the end of the day, if you look at it just on a flat line, all you gotta do is what? Not get high. Simple. But doing that and staying that way is very, very hard. At least for me. I told you I speak on my experiences and experiences I see. And from what I see and from what I go through and experience, it's hard, man. What do I do to protect it? Yeah, what do I do to keep these things in place? These boundaries around me. That's the first thing. First thing is boundaries, bro. What I am willing to not put up with. Things I will just absolutely not do. First thing, sorry, I love all my homeboys, love all my bros, love all my friends and everything. But if you are a user, if you're in active addiction, can't rock with you. Sorry, bro, can't do it. Because that's a slippery slope. You wanna know why? I tried it before. Like I said, it's my second time trying to get sober. I've tried it before. I've tried to be sober and then kick it with my homeboys who use. It don't happen. It ain't gonna happen. If it happened for you, you're a wizard. If you can be around somebody using and you stay sober, you're a wizard, bro, because I cannot do it. Second thing I have in place is people. Accountability. People to hold me accountable, right? Be on my head. Be on my butt. Ask me, what you doing? Where you at? You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to get like, I'm a grown man. You can ask me, nah. Hey, you holding me accountable. You care about me. You care about my sobriety. You care about my life. Hold me accountable. Be on me. You know why? If I ain't doing nothing wrong, if I ain't doing nothing to hide, I ain't gonna get up on you. You feel me? I ain't gonna get at you and be like, I'm a grown man. You wanna ask me what? Nah, I ain't got nothing to hide. Hey, bro, I'm over here doing this. You feel me? Hey, what's up, mom? I'm over here doing that. Hey, dad, I'm over here doing that. My wife, I'm just chilling. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk to you. I ain't got nothing to hide. In active addiction, we live so many, you know what I'm saying? We live such a deceitful life. We live lies, man. I had 2 and 3 different lives because I lived a lie my whole time because I was an addict. I was either hiding it from somebody or I was doing things, having to make people think I'm doing something else. You feel me? I had people think I was doing something else. I had people think I had 4-time jobs. I had people thinking I was sick. All these kind of things just to get money or have people believe in a fabricated story. Another thing I do, I'm loud about recovery. My whole TikTok's about it. That's all I talk about, at least on social media, is sobriety, because I've seen sobriety save lives. I've seen sobriety change lives. You know, I've seen the most lost people, including me. You know, I've seen the most people that you would look over, that you wouldn't trust, that you wouldn't that you would pass by. And I've seen people get their lives back, man, and their families and their children. I've seen them get that sparkle in their eye. That's number 3, man. Just loud about recovery. Practice what you preach. Because at the end of the day, bro, it's up to you. You know what I'm saying? You set things in place to protect your car, insurance. You have things in place to protect your body, you know, whether if you like pew-pews, you don't go certain places, you know, you don't do certain things to protect yourself. Same thing with recovery. I said everything in place, well, I don't know what's trying to pop up. Everything I have in place is to protect my sobriety. Because for me, personally, I learned that wanting to get sober, ready to get sober, and knowing how to get and stay sober, they're 3 different things, if that makes sense, right? Wanting to get sober is simple, man. You know, you're tired of this life you're living, you're tired of everything you're going through, and the drug addiction is fueling most 95% of the problems in your life, so you want to get sober. But are you ready? Being ready to get sober is different, because when you're ready to get sober, you are ready to do whatever it takes. You're ready to go to that treatment. You're ready to go to that rehab, that detox. That's when you're ready to go, you know? I was ready to go. I was ready. As soon as I found out I could go to treatment, sign me up. I was gone. Wanting to get sober and ready to get sober, I feel like for me personally, two different things. And lastly, knowing how to get sober, man. A lot of us just don't know how to do it. I went to the treatment. I didn't know anything about groups. I didn't know anything about the meetings. I didn't know the importance of them. I didn't know the importance of trying to change your life, trying to live an honest life, not lying. I didn't know the importance of none of this stuff, right? I didn't know how to get sober because I didn't have we didn't have a treatment center in my town. All we had was one little clinic, and they really don't teach you sobriety. They just give you, your methadone or whatever, which I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying for someone who's had a long-term addiction and is on fentanyl or meth daily, just going to that clinic isn't going to help, because we have to teach. We have to be taught, and we have to teach ourselves. We have to be taught, and we have to teach ourselves. And so, like I said, man, wanting to get sober, being ready to get sober, and learning how to get sober. And I'm learning how to get and stay sober in treatment. And that's just it. You don't think about it that deep. You feel me? You do not think about it that deep until you get into it. And I truly believe, man, if there are people in place, and there are things in place, and there are boundaries set, and you're ready, and you're learning how to get and stay sober, friendships, community, there's so many factors in this sobriety thing that people don't realize and understand until you're in it. And it's a beautiful thing. Like I said, I've seen people get families back. I've seen people not have their children, not have their husband or wife, not hold down a job, and they got degrees, they got skills, and they just couldn't hold down a job, and they finally get that job, and they start making money. And I've seen people get cars, and I've seen people talk to their children for the first time in 6 months, a year, and I've seen it. I've seen them gain their weight and all this stuff, bro, and it's all because of their sobriety. And it's crazy, bro. It'll get you emotional. It'll bring tears to your eyes. It's amazing. And I've seen that literally because they wanted to get sober, they was ready, and they're learning how to get and stay sober. And they do those three things daily. And they indulge in their sobriety daily, every single day. So if you get annoyed at somebody talking about how sober they are, hey, you might want to follow them or mute them or something, because, baby, talk about it. Because when you talk about it, you might can motivate the next person. If I had somebody putting that into me, I might have been a hard-headed and not listen, or it might have shaped some of the decisions I made. So those are things I do to protect sobriety, man. I have things in place. It's an insurance, you feel me? My mom is my insurance. My wife is my insurance. My children, that's my insurance. These boundaries I have set aside, that's for protection. You feel me? There's things I will not put up with. There's things I just will simply not do, no matter what. There's things I won't be around, people I won't be around, places I'm not going to, things I won't do. You know what another boundary is? I forgot at the beginning of the video. A routine. A simple routine. A simple waking up at the same time, doing the same thing, waking up, going to work, or waking up, cleaning your room, making sure your room is clean before you leave, eating healthy. Just there's so many things, and anything you can put in place, I don't care if it's 100 things, if it keeps you sober and it protects you, do it. Hey, let's go on here. I'm out here, baby.